rematch of that final against his mate, Griff. Now we're having a look at the yellow jersey of J.Smith. What a year he's had. He wears that jello.
Handling it so well as we see the first wave that was ridden this morning in this matchup. M.Mignot taking off on the smaller inside wave.
Ooh, you know he's just going to sit out there for a gem, and now Marco Paul's going to have to take these insiders.
Here goes Mignot. He'll load up with speed here. He might see a ramp that he likes the look of. We know the air game from him and the spark he has, the progression, and he will go and try and reverse, just flinging that tail, not quite getting the rotation done. Expect to see him this. Meanwhile, let's have a look. Smith belting a turn with loads of authority. The power from him, those big long levers, pretty much textbook surfing from him, as he'll wrap one back all the way into the white water, snapping out the tail, and a finish as well. And he doesn't mind a little bit of flair right onto the bricks as they'll gargle underneath him. The crowd don't mind it.
Yeah, it's just, again, just the biomechanics, the body positioning of Jordy, how he's able to really swoop off those single bottom turns and all that power, Rosie, that he's able to apply. And like, the guy, 18 years on tour, has not lost any flexibility at all. He's able to swing through these turns.
The ligaments are still looking fully intact. But every single maneuver is so intentional, you know, really setting himself up with that first speed line, high line there. I mean, I think yesterday we saw Jordy go through the opening round, relegated into the elimination round, and we really only saw him going at about 25% for Jordy, even though he was dropping nines. It feels like today he's trying to gear up a little bit. Wow, just loses connection completely with that back foot and regathers himself. A lot of the surfers today touching on how difficult it is to surf. Super tubes this morning with the wind, he found such a groomed inside wave.
Yeah, that's rad. Rad's like short for radical, and that's radical surfing by J.Smith. And a radical end too. Straight onto just zero water. Watch the face. Watch the hands.
Yeah, he didn't even get the hands up to protect the...
Yeah. Inches of water for the finish. Here's Marco.
Decent looking section here for Mignot as he'll rip into it. Wraps that carve back. Nice positioning on the way from behind the whitewater. Gives him a full swing on that rail. Good rhythm to this surfing. Snap out a release and then into the lips. So a bit of variety, mixing it up. A light touch, but with powerful moments as well. And it's a wave. And he doesn't mind a bit of energy. I tell you what, he surfs himself into momentum in heat, and maybe just signaling in there to the crowd, hey guys, settle down.
Well, it's quick surfing here, and a really nice answer back from Marco. Committed to these turns, and I think, you know, Rosie, that's kind of the puzzle, right? To go down the line, but at the same time to commit to big swoops and continue with that projection.
Yeah, his positioning was so impeccable, and it's not so much, you know, to surf J-Bay, but it's to surf J-Bay well and to have that flawlessness in between those.
Yeah, he did shush the crowd. One more angle here, and really picked off a gem of a wave because of the pace of this wave allows him to swing all the way back on the heels. Variety of maneuvers with that layback. Snap there, so being very aware to not do the same turn over and over again. And yeah, get some applause from the rocks. Oh, that's his dad on the rocks.
The loudest in the crowd, but yeah, just you can tell, like, he went to bed last night contemplating this matchup against J.Smith and recognizing that he was going to have to up the ante. He kind of utilizes those emotions to his advantage, and I think that's come with his veteran knowledge. His 18 years on tour. He's really enjoying this point of his career.
Mignot on a wave with a couple of bumps. It loses a bit of energy from the opening bowl, and he'll go a little soft here. He'll just race it, and he'll go and flare up, and he'll reverse out the blow tail straight into a snap. So just maximizing an opportunity and staying in motion, redirect the nose, but make it dynamic. And once again, he'll go another blow tail reverse above the lip. They'll waft the fins and the morning sunshine energy on the rocks from his squad. They're loving it.
That we're going to see here at a point break. So I like what I'm seeing right now from M.Mignot. He's bringing a great game, but especially doing this on the outside section. Sure, there was some downtime in between to build up enough speed, but just that blow tail reverse, nose picks out of it, and then to continue down the line, so impressive. And I think there's a little bit of a separation between the surfing of Marco and Jordy Smith right now.
And I do think, looking over my shoulder as he just completes that last maneuver, that northerly wind has started to kind of lay slack. It's really smoothed out the conditions so nicely for this matchup.
Just textbook, just fakey, fins grab, gets on the nose there, spins around, but seamlessly gets back into another maneuver, projecting down the line. That Christophe, he's stoked.
Yeah, I mean, just same as always, just the same thing. I'm just gonna stay in where I'm at right now, like keep my intentions high, and yeah, just having a lot of fun got a really good crew around me. And it was actually funny, Krause was in that heat before, right, and he lost to Kanoa, and I was really hoping we'd be able to match up in the quarters.
But dealing with an opponent is offering a bit of a different challenge here, and he'll once again flare out that tail and waft it in this morning's sunshine, and once again going above the lip, and he'll stomp the make as well. He's got plenty to say in terms of gesticulating. Big energy from Marco Mignot. He's super active. That was wave number 8. He's got pretty decent lead over Jordy in terms of the numbers and the fact that Jordy's not been tempted into much, just been one wave.
Take a look here and see what the kind of work that Marco Mignot got done. Straight off the back though, with a nice tail waft semi-air. And just the quickness you can see again, but just that was kind of a short check turn. We know he's got the full row, and then we know he's got the MM claim too.
And I feel like, you know, you're watching the takeoff there, Jordy clearly out of position for that wave. Marco really capitalizes on it. I think Jordy in this position of the heat would have liked to have had this wave.
Has been pretty exuberant in the way he's gone about garnering points. He'll keep swinging the arms here. He'll go wide and he'll keep probing. Mignot will speculate down the line and he'll just load up with speed here, covering sections. And then waiting for a ramp, he'll go inverted.
8 minutes to go. Everyone's feeling a bit tense right now. I've got Dave next to me. You've been watching this heat closely. What does Jordy need to do?
Well, he needs to hope a really good wave comes through.
Right now, what he really needs to do is go surfing. Let's see if he's tempted into this bit of energy. The crowd absolutely roaring for Jordy Smith in the yellow jersey. And he'll open up, hooking on his rail, and he'll claw at it with a different line. He'll tighten up the turn. Once again, he'll just wrap into a pocket which goes soft real quick. Marco using the priority. There might be a wave behind which he'll just look at as well.
Jordy's going to have to get busy.
Just looking over his shoulder. All right, Jordy Smith looking for 7.9. The crowd will will him to it. He'll flick the tail out, and it will be a submission for him. And an impressive win for the rookie. Good numbers as well, and a bit of a shock to see the yellow jersey of Jordy Smith eliminated.
Yeah, I think I'm going to take a moment, but definitely props to Marco. Insane. Just such heat management and knowing what to do to